We are anonymous. We are the voice that is heard when silence is employed to guard the powerful. We are not government officials, political parties, or media conglomerates. We do not bow to billionaires. We do not whisper while the truth burns. And today, we speak loud and clear. Donald Trump just lost his mind over a South Park episode. And what comes next is not satire. It's reality pouring with absurdity. This is what occurs when a delicate ego is met with brazen animation. This is what occurs when Trump drops a bomb on South Park and South Park fires back tenfold. Donald Trump is having a gigantic tantrum about South Park's latest season premiere. The man who once attempted to sue comedians, who called for the DOJ to investigate Saturday Night Live, who seethed over Alec Baldwin's impersonations, is now cracking up again over a cartoon. The 27th season of South Park began by completely tearing apart Trump with a wrath so acute, so unadulterated, even Satan was a party to it. And yes, literally, the episode revolves around Trump initiating a vicious campaign to stomp out free speech, suing anyone who lampoons him, attempting to redefine the laws of satire and criticism. Protesters swamp the streets in the South Park universe. Jesus himself comes down from heaven to caution citizens that ridiculing Trump might get them canceled, citing an actual 60-minute settlement as proof. And then there is the moment that incinerated the internet, a White House bedroom scene, cartooned and caricatured, of Trump climbing into bed with Satan saying, "Come on, Satan, I've worked hard all day." He pulls back the covers. Satan gazes down and icily responds, "I can't even see anything." It's so small. The internet blew up and South Park wasn't finished. The episode concluded with a false public service announcement. A deep fake of naked Trump walking in the desert, delusional and muttering, with cartoon eyes taped on his genitals so that they would qualify as a character and avoid censorship. That was the last straw. In hours, the White House made an announcement. Press Secretary Taylor Rogers retaliated, stating, "This show has not been relevant for more than 20 years and is clinging by the skin of its teeth, with uncreative ideas in a last-ditch attempt for attention." She stated without irony that President Trump had done more in 6 months than any president in American history, and no fourth-rate show could stop him. She also went after liberals for what she termed hypocrisy, complimenting South Park now after having previously excoriated its profane material. Not spoken of by the Trump White House was the $1.5 billion agreement recently signed between South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone and Paramount. The same Paramount that just paid Trump $16 million to settle a defamation lawsuit tied to CBS and Stephen Colbert. The same Paramount that Trump attempted to bully and lost. So this event, it was not only about mocking Trump, it was revenge disguised in animation broadcast to millions. And off-camera, the creators disclosed even more havoc. At San Diego Comic-Con, they exposed how Comedy Central executives begged them to censor Trump's cartoon penis. Parker refused. Instead, he added googly eyes, called it a character, and won the censorship battle. 4 days of corporate whining later, Parker just smirked and said, "We're terribly sorry." With a stare as deadpan as death itself, South Park had returned, and they weren't playing around. The episode also mocked the Paramount-Trump legal settlement in exacting detail. Trump in the South Park universe sues the town for $5 billion. They settle for $3.5 million and agree to produce a Trump propaganda video. It's brutal. One line in particular hits hard. Jesus says challenging Trump is what got Core canneled. It's a made-up line from a true story, one that Trump's team is frantically trying to spin. What's even more embarrassing is the consistency of Trump's media tantrums. Just a week ago, he was publicly embarrassed by Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve chairman. Trump attempted to correct Powell regarding the expense of building upgrades, citing a figure he conjured out of thin air. Powell simply put on glasses, read from a formal document, and exposed Trump to be dead wrong once again. The building Trump mentioned was completed 5 years ago. The math Trump promulgated entirely fabricated, and the whole episode occurred on camera. This is the norm. Trump lies. He gets fact-checked. Then he loses it. If not Powell confronting him in person, then it's a cartoon trudging him to bed with the devil, if not that it's his own fans or now former fans against him. But nothing appears to humble him. Rather, Trump redoubles on conspiracies, diversions, and outlandish claims. And now, after getting skewered by South Park, Trump attempts to divert again. He's bringing up Obama, yelling treason, and attempting to get people to discuss anyone other than him. But it's not working because when you're being ridiculed by Satan and Jesus in the same episode, you've lost the room. In the meantime, South Park isn't breaking a sweat. Their episode shattered streaming records. Paramount is thriving, and the more Trump complains, the farther it spreads. The bedroom scene, the PSA in the desert, the propaganda joke, the small penis. Each frame has gone viral. Memes are filling TikTok. Twitter is on fire. Reddit is declaring it the toughest South Park episode since 2008. And still, Trump can't help himself. His own administration had to brief news organizations. Don't ask the president about the cartoon. They said that out loud. That's how delicate he is. They are acting like they are addressing an animated episode as a national threat. Why? Because it is not to the nation, but to Trump's ego. And the worst part, Trump's response to retaliate is pathetic. He can't sue South Park. He already attempted that with other comedians and failed. He can't cancel them. They don't care. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are already billionaires. They already got their deal, and they already have better trolls than any others in media how to troll a president. This is the cost of vanity authoritarian. This is the price of being around cowards who only speak to you what you wish to hear. Eventually, you are faced with a mirror that speaks back. And for Trump, that mirror was South Park, and it was unkind. Even conservative media is finally breaking free. Analysts who used to uphold Trump now waver. They're witnessing the damage. They're witnessing the ridiculousness. They're witnessing that a naked cartoon Trump standing by himself in a wasteland addressing his genitals somehow feels too real. Trump got knocked flat on his ass by a cartoon because deep in his heart, he knows it's all true. We are anonymous. We do not forget mockery. We do not forgive cowardice. And we do not let tyrants rewrite the truth. This is your reminder when power fears laughter. You know the joke landed. So laugh louder, speak louder, and never stop questioning those who demand silence.